This video is sponsored by Fox 3 Managed Solutions. They provide DCS service for any size group, squadron or air wing. You can find the link to their website in the description below. All footage in this video is recorded on a Fox 3 server. Hello everybody, Hoyce here from Meanstreak. Welcome to another video. And today we're on the A-18 Hornet and we're going to do a tutorial on how to use the AGM-65 Mavericks. Alright, so while you're still on the ground or on the carrier, what you want to do is you want to turn on your FLIR. Your forward-looking infrared. Alright, now that that's done, I also like doing this, so I don't get that annoying alarm. Okay, now that you've done that, basically, you turn on your FLIR to have it start warming up, and you want to go to your stores page, and select the Mavericks to get them warming up, okay? Alright, so let's take off real quick, throttle up, salute this guy. There we go. Alright, gear up, flaps to automatic, and now let's get up to altitude. So, now that you've taken off, you can select your air to ground. It's going to reset this, but, you know, just bring it back to the FLIR. And you can select your Mavericks now and let them finish warming up. Let's put the master arm on already, and let's get up to altitude. Alright, we're at about 15,000 feet. That's where I like to sling Mavericks from. Let's turn on the autopilot just to make things easier for us. Alright, now the FLIR has warmed up. It's all ready. Mavericks are almost ready. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to our HSI and find the target. In this case, the target's going to be at waypoint 2. Press this button, boop, and the targeting pod is slew. Switch that to infrared. Let's zoom in. And there we got 4 targets. We got 4 tanks. Alright, so that's gonna be our targets. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna learn how to generally use them, and we're gonna learn how to ripple them off. Alright, let's go back to the stores page, see if those are good to go. Yes, they are good to go. Alright, so we're going to aim at the targets. I like to decrease the field of view on each one. There we go. Alright, good. So we're ready to start using them. Alright, so in the right part of the HUD it says the Mav F, so that's the Mavericks Foxtrot. They are crossed out. So that means they're not ready to use. 99 timer, that means more than 99 seconds to the target. We're still 32 miles away, so that's pretty far away. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the view. I'm assuming you know how to use the targeting pod. So we're going to use sensor control switch right to change, there we go, to this view. And I'm going to find the first target. There we go, there it is. That's the little tank. And as soon as you do that, and you switch over to the Maverick, we're using sensor control switch left, it's going to automatically slew the Maverick seeker head. And now we're just going to wait until we get in range. There we go. We see the timer started counting down. So that's 85 seconds until we can launch. And we're just going to have to wait a little bit longer. Alright, so you go into a slight dive just to keep your targets in your HUD. Now if you, with the Maverick's seeker head selected, you press cage and then uncage again. You can see that it's locked. Alright, it's going through the target. Here we go. See? We're in range. Designate. Here we go. Switch over. And rifle. We find the next one. Here we go. Designate. Go back. Rifle. Find the next one. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. There we go, find the next one. That's it. Come on. Rifle, and we find the next one, which is here. We're actually getting pretty close now. And rifle. That's 4 of them. And let's see what happens. There we go. That was 4 rifles, 4 shacks, and pretty successful little sortie, I'd say. Alright, now let's move on to the next part, which is a ground moving target. Alright folks, we're back for the second part of this video, which is hitting a ground moving target. So everything, let's set up everything the way we want it. That's just going to turn that down always. Alright, now let's see. We need to turn on the FLIR again, but it's already warmed up, so it's all good. That's good. It's in snowplow right now. And what we are going to do, we're not going to use a waypoint to find the target. We're going to use the attack radar. And I'm going to turn on air to ground. Yeah, we'll got to do this again. That's good. Alright. Now, we use the attack radar. And we put it into ground moving target mode. And there he is, right there. So, sensor select, sensor control switch left. Get the Pipper over him. Sensor select switch left again. And the targeting pod is already slewed to where he is. Alright, there he is. He's moving. Now, there is a town over there, so when he passes behind the building, you're going to lose track of him. So after that, you can either follow him manually or repeat the process that we just did. Alright, let's go back to the Mavericks. Stores, Mavericks. There we go. Alright, let's do the field of view thing. Right there, right there, right there. Alright. Now, see, he's going to move behind these buildings, and you're going to lose him there. So just give it a second. There we go. He's going to go behind the building, and you're going to lose him. Anytime now. There we go. You lost him. Now, we're 22 miles out, so we might as well just do it manually. We go when he comes out from behind this building. We're going to be within 20 miles, so we're going to be able to lock him. Alright, wait a little bit longer. 20 miles. Alright, now, the way to lock a moving target is when you get this Pipper selected, and you put it in front of him where he's going to be, and press sensor control switch right again, and it's acquired him. Just have to let him drive into the Pipper. Alright? Now you're going to lose him again behind this building. That's okay. Oh, we did lose him. That's great. Alright, and now you switch over to the Mavericks. And we've got to find him again because the Maverick didn't slew, but that happens. There we go. Got him. And there we go. It's locked. So if the Maverick Seeker head loses track, just go to the Mavericks cage and uncage, and it's going to reacquire. Gonna get him again. Cage, uncage. And we're not in range yet. Another 20 seconds. And we're going to zoom out just a little bit. You can also lose them behind trees. That happens. It's the worst thing when you launch, you got to lock, and the Maverick hits a tree that's in front of him. Alright, we're about to be in range. So we're going to make sure that it's locked. We're going to cage, uncage. There we go, it's locked. Switch over to the Mavericks. And rifle. Now we're going to watch him get hit. Sometimes it just doesn't want to lock. So just repeat the process, go through it, and it's going to be fine. Alright? Let's turn this on so we don't have to worry about flying the plane. And let's see him get hit. He's not moving too fast, but he is moving. So the infrared Maverick, there we go. That's a successful shack. Alright? Alright, that's it. Now let's do the laser guided ones. Alrighty folks, we're back. This time we're carrying the laser-guided Mavericks, the ones with the large warhead, and those are best used against ships, so that's how we're going to use them. The ship is moving, but for the purposes of this video, it's not going to be able to shoot at us. Alright, so we got the targeting pod set up over here. We're going to use the ground radar again, but we're going to use the C mode, and there we go. That's our target right there. Let's get him. There we go. And the targeting pod's already slewed. We just gotta move in that direction so we can see him. There we go. Right there. And we're gonna turn on autopilot, just, you know, so we don't have to worry about it. Autopilot, auto throttle. Good. Alright, now, let's find our target. There he is. He's right there. We're still 35 miles away, so let's set up the Mavericks, shall we? Now that we found him. Stores. Now, this view is going to be a bit different. You're not going to get the seeker head, but you're going to have to press UFC, and then code. You're going to have to set up the code. Now, the code is 1688, so that's got to match. So, 1688. There we go. And it sets it up for all 4 Mavericks. And now what you want to do is you want to press L on the keyboard, which is by default, and turn on your laser designator. There you go. Now we're good to go. Now we just gotta wait till we get in range. Now you can basically choose the trigger mode. That means you have to hold the trigger button the whole time for it to laze, or you can leave it undesignated, like, you know, unchecked, and then it's gonna auto laze, which is what I use. All right. Now we are following the target. He is moving. 25 miles. There we go. He's moving. So let's put the Pipper in front of him. Let's see. 24 miles out. Still not in range. So we're gonna wait a little bit. Let's zoom out a little bit, like this, so we don't get too close. Still 20 miles out. Let's go to... There we go. That's good. There we go. 19 miles. I think we can lock him now. We'll see. There we go. That's locked to the middle. So let's put it right there. Alright. Now we are ready to engage. So another 50 seconds until we can shoot him. So, you go back to your Mavericks. There we go, that's selected. Make sure it's uncaged. There we go. Right, your autopilot turned off. So we'll go into a slight dive just to keep him in the HUD. Yeah, alrighty. Now, we are locked. Another 20 seconds until we can launch, and we're going to ripple off all 4. And they're all going to go for the same target. There we go. 3 seconds. Right, in range, so you press weapon release once to get the laser firing. And 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Rifle off 4, and now you got to go into a lasing pattern above him. Remember, the targeting pod is on your left side, so that you don't, you know, turn to the right and lose him. Because you got to keep the lock the entire time, or the Mavericks to be guided in. All right. Now the Mavericks are pretty slow missile, so it's going to take a while. I launched that from like 7 miles out. And let's see. Anytime now. Laser is still firing. Alright, we are right over him now. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. All 4 shacks right there, and I think we've sunk them, because that is, those Mavericks laser guided ones have a pretty large warhead. There we go, folks. That was it. I hope you all enjoyed this and hope you find this informative and useful. If you do, you know, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and see you all in a future video. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.